Two people board the same Amtrak train tomorrow morning. Same route, same meals, same attendant, same mountains rolling past the window. One of them paid $2,619. The other paid $713. And by the time that train pulls into the final station, the person who paid less is the one who slept better, saw more, and had the experience the other person thought they were buying. This happens every single day on Amtrak. And it comes down to one decision: roomette or bedroom. Most people get it wrong. Not because they're careless, because nobody lays it out honestly before they book. That changes right now. Quick thing you need to understand first, because it shapes everything. Amtrak runs two types of sleeping cars. Viewliners on the East Coast out of New York, single level, decent design, and the bedrooms on those trains are actually quite workable. Then there are superliners, the California Zephyr, the Empire Builder, the Coast Starlight, the routes people save up for, the ones that show you this country in a way nothing else can. Same layout for over 40 years, same bones. And the gap between what you expect from each room and what you actually get, that's what this video is about. Start with the roomette, because what it quietly delivers will surprise most people. The roomette. Most people look at the roomette and think, smaller room, lesser experience. That assumption costs people real money. A roomette is a private room, two seats facing each other by day, converting into a lower berth and upper bunk at night. Big picture window, fresh bedding, climate control, a dedicated first-class attendant, all meals included, breakfast, lunch, dinner, priority boarding, lounge access at major stations. For one person, it is genuinely close to perfect. Complete privacy, a proper bed, every amenity that makes long-distance train travel special, at a fraction of what most people assume it costs. For two people, it works. With one honest caveat: one of you takes the lower berth and one climbs into the upper. That upper bunk on a superliner is tight, 4 inches narrower than the lower one. Claustrophobic for some people. If either of you struggles with confined spaces, that upper bunk will be a long night. Shared restrooms and shower on the lower level of the sleeping car. And what most people don't realize, those shared showers are almost always free. One passenger with over 50,000 superliner miles reported waiting more than a minute on just one occasion. In 2026, a roomette on the California Zephyr runs around $700 to $800. Two people, one room, everything included. For one person, a roomette is genuinely close to perfect. And if nobody told you that before, hit like and subscribe for more Amtrak secrets the booking page will never tell you. Now, the bedroom, the premium option, and where expectations and reality start to quietly separate. The bedroom. The bedroom sounds like everything. Twice the space, private in-room toilet and shower, a sofa and separate chair by day. The same meals, the same attendant, just more room to enjoy all of it. And some of that is genuinely true. The extra floor space on a 2 or 3 night journey matters. The sofa setup during the day is comfortable. If you're traveling solo and space is the priority, a bedroom delivers that. But a few things don't work the way the brochure suggests. The private bathroom is the biggest one. Toilet and shower share the same phone booth-size space. Every time you shower, everything gets wet. The toilet seat, the walls, the floor. Whatever you left on the hook, you're pressing a button that releases 20 seconds of water at a time on a moving train. Cold water blasts. Warm water trickles. Hit the wrong button and you flush the toilet instead. Most bedroom passengers abandon the in-room shower within the first day and head downstairs to the shared lower-level shower, the same one roomette passengers use. Bigger, properly ventilated, almost always empty. One traveler on the Southwest Chief was 30 seconds into his private shower when the train turned. Water everywhere, toilet lid soaked, clean shirt drenched. He never tried again. Used the lower-level shower the remaining 3 days. Completely fine every single time. Then there's the partition wall. 5 bedrooms per superliner sleeping car. A through E, bedroom A has solid walls, but B and C share a flimsy removable partition. Same with D and E. Thin enough to hear your neighbor's full conversation clearly. Every word. 4 out of 5 superliner bedrooms have this problem, and you cannot choose a specific room online. In 2026, a bedroom on the California Zephyr runs $2,200 to $2,619, nearly 4 times the roomette price. The views. Both rooms have a window, But this is where something catches almost every first-timer off guard. A bedroom gives you a window on one side only. A roomette gives you a window on one side only. Neither room guarantees which side faces the scenery, because Amtrak does not guarantee which direction your car faces on departure. The Colorado River Canyon, the Cascades, the Pacific coastline. Whether those views land on your side or the hallway side is a coin flip you didn't know you were taking. When it goes wrong, and it goes wrong constantly, passengers from both room types end up standing in a crowded corridor craning their necks at hallway windows. Ever booked an Amtrak room and felt like you didn't get what you paid for? Drop your experience in the comments so others can travel smarter too. Head to head. Let's put them directly side by side across everything that actually matters. Price. Roomette wins clearly. $700 to $800 versus $2,200 to $2,619 on the same route. Nearly 4 times more for the bedroom. And worth knowing, Amtrak's cancellation fee jumped to 30% as of April to 2026, so whichever room you pick, book it when you're sure. Sleeping. Closer than people expect. Both rooms have the same upper and lower berth situation for 2 people. The bedroom's lower berth is marginally wider, but both still put one person in that tight upper bunk. Bathroom. Bedroom holds an edge, but smaller than advertised. The private toilet is genuinely useful at night. The shower most people end up not using. Roomette passengers use the same shared shower facilities and report almost no waiting. Practical draw on showers. Bedroom wins on toilet convenience. Views. Equal and equally unpredictable. One window, one side, coin flip for both. Space. Bedroom wins. Twice the floor space, a sofa setup, room to move around. On a multi-night journey that genuinely matters. Privacy. Roomette wins surprisingly. Solid walls on both sides. 4 out of 5 bedrooms have that flimsy partition problem. Value. Roomette wins significantly. Every sleeper passenger gets the same meals, the same attendant, the same lounge access, regardless of room type. The bedroom premium is almost entirely for space and a private toilet, and most passengers end up sharing the shower facilities anyway. So who should actually book which room? Because the answer is genuinely different depending on your situation. Who should book what? Book the roomette if you're traveling solo, close to perfect, unbeatable value. If you're a couple on a budget who can manage the upper bunk situation. If you're on a shorter overnight route where you'll spend most of the time sleeping anyway. If you want the full Amtrak experience. Meals, attendant, lounge, without the premium price. Book the bedroom if mobility issues make stairs genuinely difficult at night. The in-room toilet makes real practical sense. If you're traveling solo and space is the priority, the extra room on a long journey is comfortable and worth it. If you specifically request bedroom A, the only one with solid walls. On Viewliner routes on the East Coast, the bedroom design is meaningfully better than the Superliner version, worth serious consideration on those trains. A couple on the Empire Builder booked a bedroom for their anniversary trip, loved the space, spent 2 nights hearing their neighbors through the partition wall clearly enough to know their names. Next time they said, 2 roomettes across the hall. More privacy, better sleep, half the price. The insider move. That couple landed on something that experienced Amtrak travelers figured out years ago. Book 2 roomettes directly across the hall from each other. 2 people, 2 roomettes. You each take a lower berth. Nobody climbs. Both of you sleep properly through the night. 1 roomette on each side of the corridor. A window on the left and a window on the right. Rockies on the left, you're in the left room. Pacific Coast on the right, 4 steps across the hall. Both sides of the train. Guaranteed. No coin flip, no corridor crowding. 1 room becomes your day room. Seats out, bags spread, somewhere to sit and eat. The other stays in sleeping mode. Total flexibility. And when one person gets up at 2 a.m., the other hears absolutely nothing. Separate rooms, separate sleep. Something a bedroom cannot give you. 2 roomettes on the California Zephyr, around $1,400 combined in 2026. 1 bedroom, $2,619. Over $1,000 saved without giving up a single meal or a single amenity that matters. Do not book this online. Call Amtrak, 1-800-USA-RAIL. Ask for 2 roomettes directly across the hall in the same car. Across the hall pairs are always 1 even number and 1 odd number. Rooms 1 and 2, rooms 3 and 4, rooms 5 and 6. Those exact words. Some agents push back. Call again. A more experienced agent handles it in under 5 minutes. Then verify your rooms at trainweb.org before you travel. Book early. Popular routes sell roomettes fast. And because you need 2 specific rooms relative to each other, every day you wait makes the assignment harder. Roomette or bedroom. Now you know exactly what each one delivers, where the premium is genuinely worth it and where it quietly isn't. And you know the move that beats both of them. Travel smarter, not more expensively. Drop your Amtrak stories in the comments below and hit like and subscribe for more Amtrak travel secrets that save you real money. See you in the next one.